All right, guys, what's up, and welcome back to Tactical Ashigarami TV. And before we go any further, what you're seeing in front of you is an imitation. This is a toy. This is not real. We do not condone the sale or use of deadly firearms or weapons in this video and on this channel. All right. Now, there's some things that I need to get into, and this is not a review video, but this is more over just like if you want to talk about it in a certain sense, maybe like a buyer seller or whatever the case kind of reaction, basically a transactional reaction, of my recent dealing with Redwolf Airsoft. And if you guys if anyone who's watching this video can get in contact with them, that's great. If the guys from Redwolf, if you see this video, that is also awesome as well. I want to try to keep this as diplomatic as possible because I always like to give, individuals the benefit of the doubt, right? So, for me personally, I have never purchased, I want to say, anything overseas with the intention of using it in a non-skirmishing sense. That is something that would probably be very rare, not existent for me. And usually whenever I do acquire something, I unbox it. I try to get as much information out there as possible, whether it's through actual gameplay or review content or things like that, for the viewers and pretty much for the people who may just come across the channel for whatever case it is. Now, this is something to me that is very important because it touches on, the legality issue, in terms of, airsoft and the whole entire situation here in Japan. And this is one of the reasons why whenever I do purchase things in reference to airsoft from different companies or different vendors, it's very rare for me to purchase anything like this under the name of the channel, right? So usually I do it through my personal name, and then they, we go through the whole process of them actually sending stuff over and whatever the case is. And for the most part, for those of the guys that do recognize my name, my actual name, they know that, I'm located in Japan, and everything that I acquire has to pretty much, work under the gun sword law that exists here in Japan. So this brings me to my situation. So I have not had the chance yet to field the VFC BCM MCMR just yet, the AEG 11.5 AEG, because right we hit a little bit of a stumbling block. So obviously my goal so far was to get some content for you in the can that I can sort of clean up and chop up for you guys and get it for you in the members only, whatever the case is, and for the regular gameplay as well. Now, this situation was pretty much something that, for the most part, could have been really bad, and I'm very grateful and I'm very lucky that it happened where it happened, and it didn't happen in any other field. Otherwise, I would be in very big trouble. And more than likely, at the time of this recording, this is currently being worked on, or is already has been worked on, right? So just kind of take that into effect, and I will kind of digress and probably talk more about this situation in other videos. I did not want to make a video like this initially, right? I just wanted to kind of, get some discourse first before I decide to, put anything out, on YouTube or whatever the case is. I had, my question, and then you gave your reaction. So now this is, my reaction to what you guys sent me. So I'm going to pretty much say my piece, and we're going to take it from there. So I'm located in Japan. For those of you who watch the channel and you guys see what I got going on here, I skirmish very regularly in a lot of different fields, or have done that in a lot of different fields all over the country. I've never had a situation where I've taken something somewhere with the purpose of using it, and I had a situation where my gun shot hot. That has almost never happened to me in any place in any prefecture, especially indoors. Anybody would tell you that that's not something that I do. Now, this particular BCM, it comes already pre-custom by them, and by them I mean Redwolf Airsoft, with the gate. This is kind of a little bit too bright there. Let me adjust my light so you guys can see. Okay, yeah. With the gate Aster, it says gate inside. That's the special gate ETU that it comes with, as well as those maple leaf internals, right? The maple leaf, I'm sorry, hop up bucking and inner barrel. Now, what that does is that gives you a little bit of accuracy, right? A little bit of, some extra performance, which is great. Usually those kind of performance parts, they do make a big difference. I don't know what else probably they have inside this VFC to make it operate the way it does. I'm not that familiar with AEG. I'm kind of more of a GBB guy. For those of you guys who watch the channel and see me work on, gas blowback stuff in the past, I had a lot of content with the NWS and the Z system for Tokyo Marui, as well as the Mark 18, showing some comparative differences. And I may have done maybe one customization video, but that wound up getting demonetized. And then after that, I didn't do anything really with any type of internal part comparisons or customizations. Most of what I have on there now is stuff that has been approved, and it's in the members only. And I don't really make these videos that much in public or for the public at all, if anything, right? So now, just to kind of get, to the chase of my situation, I took this out to a field. Now, I'm not going to name the field. And basically, the gun shot hot, right? I'm not going to say what it came in at, what it chronoed at. It's hot for Japan, right? And cause I'm gonna put myself out there and whatever the case is and get myself in an illegal situation. I'm just gonna say it's shot hot. I did not chrono this thing when it came in because where's the report? Where's the report? Is this the report? No, here's the report. Okay. Because according to the report that you guys put in the box, right? Let me, once again, let's get that light down right there. All right. Let's take a look at that. According to this report, these were the tests, right? Hopefully that's not too blurry right there in the camera. And this is what it came in at joule-wise, with different FPSs, different joules, different tests. And this was done with 0.2 gram BBs according to this document that you guys, sent. Now, I'm assuming that this thing is okay. And like I said before, this is a potentially very, very dangerous situation. I have never received the option from Redwolf Airsoft. No one has ever emailed me or let me know that I have the option to get a quotation for an upgrade package where I can downgrade the performance of my airsoft product in order to meet a certain limitation. That would pretty much be, I would assume, common sense, because if I'm here, why would I want something that can shoot over when it says that it shoots under? Why would I want something shooting over? Essentially, if I go anywhere now, I essentially, I'm committing a crime just by having it. It has to be either destroyed or law enforcement has to get involved, right? So this is a very volatile situation. I want to choose my words very carefully, and I am in no way, shape, or form, saying that, okay, Redwolf Airsoft, that they're demons or whatever the case is. I just want to kind of assume that this has been somewhat of a misunderstanding, and hopefully this situation can benefit someone else from an educational standpoint, right? So fortunately enough for me, I was able to keep my overall legal standing and my product and not have to go through any form of humiliation, right? Now I know where this thing is at. And even and a couple of guys told me, even if they do send that, usually it's for customs. You should chrono it, and see what it comes in at before you take it somewhere, of course. But I've done this multiple times with different GBBs. You guys have seen me, unbox stuff from Airsoft Ig, for example, and I get the same test. And literally everything that I get that comes with the test never shoots over. I understand this is an AEG, it's a different platform, it's got different parts, all that stuff. But this is something that is very interesting to me, and also very, also very serious. So, for those of you that are purchasing this overseas, right? From what I understand now, there's a JP, a Japanese version, a JP version with a similar ETU, maybe no internals or something different. My advice to you is to, if you get it and they bring it in, whatever documents they send with it, get it chronoed and take it to a tuner to make sure that this thing is shooting where it's supposed to be at 100%. Whether you want it optimized or you want it under, whatever the case is. At this point in time, this is not field situated at any given point anywhere. And I was in a very bad spot. This is very cool. And obviously I like it. I don't want to lose my my investment or my product, but it's something, this is a very, potentially, a situation that could have easily had just went left. And I'm very fortunate that that did not happen. Okay. So, Redwolf, where is this thing? I sent you guys an email, right? Because, when this happened, I was in shock, and like I said before, I never got the option to get a quotation, right? To get this thing down. Like this is something. I was very, very lucky in this situation, right? Hopefully, if you're watching this video, just understand that this can happen to someone, and I would not want this to happen to you somewhere where they have very strict laws and rules, especially in anywhere in Japan, especially, but anywhere else, this can be somewhat of a problem. So I sent you guys an email from, from my address, right? And you guys had replied. It's kind of blurry there on the phone there. I don't know, for some reason it's too bright. So, all right, we'll forgo the phone. Let's get the phone out of there. For some reason, yeah, it's too bright. Anyways, you guys tell me that the velocity report that's attached is just solely for customs, which is 100% all right, whatever the case is, it's understandable. But this is the first time this has ever happened to me. And, this could have been really, really, this could have ended very bad. That is my whole thing, my whole standpoint for, this conversation and this whole entire video. I don't know a whole lot about VFC's AEGs. This is my first VFC AEG that I've ever received outside of Japan. And my understanding is that they're known for overshooting and for going, above the limit or whatever the case is, due to just some internal stuff. My whole thing is, if you're out there and you're getting this, especially from them, and you're shipping it to wherever you want to ship to, make sure that you chrono the thing. It's got some heat in there. Make sure you chrono it. Make sure it's good. Make sure that it's clocking at what you want it to clock at before you take it anywhere. I was very shocked at the overall situation, and this was with we shot it with 11 volt and 11.4, 11.1, I think 7.4, with the same connector that it came with, and with another connector. And at one point it chronoed, actually throughout the whole entire session, it chronoed exactly the same. It was still going way over what it was supposed to. So that was, a cause for concern, definitely. Even though initially a couple of the batteries that I had brought were not working, right? So please get a test, get the right test, get it chronoed, get the downgrading or upgrading package that you want, because this thing is, yeah, it's you got it. You need to do it for this particular for this setup here. You have to. So thank you very much. Hopefully we'll be able to get some content, with this thing, hopefully, once it gets done, and I'll know exactly where this thing is at, and it'll be field ready very soon. So guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to look out for more content. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. We'll be coming at you with more gameplays, more content, more unboxings, more reviews, all that good stuff, more good features. So stay tuned. Thank you and see you soon.